Let's start with the prayer, better. Good morning, all of you. Good morning, all of you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me, better?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Can we start with the prayer? Is one of you start praying? Hello, Sakib. Boys, can you hear me? Hello. Better start your day with a prayer. Hamza. Hello. Hello. Boys, can you hear me? Sona ma'am, can you look into the matter? Whether I'm audible or not? Sona ma'am? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me better? Hello. Boys, can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
hear me? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So start with a prayer, better. Start praying.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Okay. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you. Was I not audible earlier, better?
Yes, ma'am.
I was not audible.
Ma'am, you are audible.
Then why were you not answering me? Yes? Please, we will talk about it later, okay? Someone's mic is on.
Ma'am, Mubi.
Okay. Tell me the thought for the day today. It's regarding intelligence and the character. What is it? What is written?
Ma'am, to success, we have to
Yes.
we we have
Just tell me.
we have to be clever and we have to make our character.
Okay. You have to be clever. Now, intelligence and clever are different, beta. Intelligence is your IQ, and cleverness is your witty power. How sharp you are. Okay?
Yes.
Now, what is the character? What do you mean by character? What is the meaning of character?
Character means in others people we are very good in.
Okay, you well tried. Character is our nature. Character is our nature, who we are, how we think, how we execute, how we proceed, how we take things. So that makes a character, who we are. So character is a person of substance. Do you get me?
Yes, ma'am.
So that person has got a strong character. That means that person is very uh, stern, very what should I say, substantial. He's very religious about his ways because the way we behave, it makes our character. The way we think, it makes our character. Do you get me? And the way we act, the way we behave, that makes our character. You understand? So it's all related to the way we think that makes us. As simple as that. The way we think, it makes us. Do you understand? And that's our character. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
So both things has to go together,
Yes.
intelligence and the character, to be a successful person in your life. That means you will attain your aim if you use your intelligence to build your character, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. I pray that you had gone through the uploaded video for the revision purpose, and still I have to ask you, as usual, in the beginning of the lecture, whether you have any problems regarding yesterday's lecture. Tell me. We had done law of constant mass and we had done law of constant proportion. Remember? One was Lavoisier, the other one was with Proust. And then Dalton worked on it and he made his own hypothesis. Till that, are you clear? Boys, you have any difficulty regarding yesterday's lecture?
No, ma'am.
No problem. Did you go through the uploaded video, Vita?
Yes,
Okay. Will it be possible for you to read or should I read, Vita?
ma'am. I can read.
Start then. It's a revision part, the law of constant proportion. Start.
The law of constant proportion. The law follows directly from the sixth and seventh postulate of Dalton's atomic theory, which states that
Adjust your mic. Adjust your mic, Vita.
ma'am, someone's other mic is on, that's why.
Okay, please ask that person to put up the mic. Please put up the mic, Vita. Thank you. Start. Yes, Mobin, start.
Okay, ma'am. The law of constant proportion. The law follows directly from the sixth and seventh postulate of Dalton's atomic theory, which state that atoms of different elements combine in small whole number
Ratios.
ratios to form a compound, and in a given compound, the relative number and types of atoms are constant. Now, we know that a sample of carbon dioxide, no matter how it is prepared, is made up of carbon and oxygen. One carbon atom and two oxygen atoms combine to form a molecule
Please put
of
off your mic, Vita. Yes, continue.
Uh, one
Combine.
carbon atom and two oxygen atoms combine to form a molecule of carbon dioxide. Thus, it obeys the law of constant proportion. The mass of carbon dioxide is 44 gram. The mass of one oxygen and carbon atom is 16 U and 12 U respectively. Thus, in carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen combine in the ratio of 3:8 by mass.
3 is to 8 by mass. Okay. Now, what is this? Is just a revision, the law of constant proportion that we had already done yesterday. So it states that atoms of different elements, that is, we had done water, I think so, that is hydrogen and oxygen, they combine in small whole number ratios to make H2O, that is a compound. And in that compound, the number and type of atoms are constant. That means we have two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen that will remain constant forever. That is what is the law of constant proportion. Now a carbon dioxide. Let's take sample of carbon dioxide and it is the formula is CO2. Right beta? That's a carbon dioxide. So how many atom of carbon? One atom of carbon and two atom of oxygen is combining to form a molecule. This is one molecule of carbon dioxide. Is it clear? One molecule of carbon dioxide. It's a compound. So again, it is obeying the law of constant proportion. You understand? Hello?
Yes,
You understand? Now, atoms and molecules. I'm going to ask you one question. What can you make out of this? What am I showing you? Boys, hello? Can you see the slide?
yes.
Yes. What is shown over there? What is written over there, beta?
Hy- hydrogen.
Hydrogen. What is it? Is it atom or molecule?
Yes, ma'am.
No, what it is? It is atom or molecule?
This is atom.
This is atom. Okay. Anyone else? What can you figure out? What am I showing you? Anyone else, if you want to tell me? Want to give you ideas? Beta, you have to interact. I mean, if you keep quiet and I keep on asking you questions, it's not okay. If you really wish to learn in a better manner, you have to speak up.
Abbas Ali is messaging that this is atom.
This is atom. Okay, I cannot see the message, so I'm sorry. No, beta, it is a molecule. You see this? What did I teach you? This is an atom. One is atom. H is atom. Okay, beta? But when it becomes more, double, it becomes a molecule. Do you understand?
Yes,
All of you understood now, beta? The smallest particle is atom. But when they combine, they form molecule or compound. Now all of you understood? So what is the atom? What is the atom, beta? H. What is the atom? H. What is the, this is atom and this is molecule.
yes,
Got my
Molecule.
point now? All of you understood?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Because till you think, till you say anything, I won't understand how much you have understood. So I have to ask you questions to find out whether you have understood or not. Now how they are uniting. You can see this over here. This is one hydrogen, this is second hydrogen. They combine in the form of a bond. This is called as bond. And this H dash H becomes H2. You understand? 1 and 2. This is how a molecule is made from an atom. Have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So, how they're attached? By the means of bond. They're attached by the means of bond. You should always understand that. And then it becomes H2. If there is no bond, if there is no bond, this will not form. Do you understand?
Yes.
All of you understood now? Bond is a must to be a molecule or to be a compound. Otherwise, it will remain like an atom. Now, let's see what is a molecule. Yes, better start.
Molecule is the simplest structure unit of a compound or an element. All matter, including humans, is made up of molecules. It is the smallest unit of matter which follows all the properties of that particular matter. Molecules are made up of atoms. Also, when atoms from different elements are joined together in groups, they form molecules.
How much have you understood? What is
Ma'am, you have
yes?
understood in uh, previous slide.
Exactly. Now, what we had earlier, what we had started with, Vita, that atom is the smallest particle. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
It is indivisible. That also you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now let's come to molecules. Now molecules is the simplest structural unit. For what? For compound. For what beta? For compound. Now these molecules are forming compounds. Atoms are forming molecules. Molecules are forming compounds. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
So hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say.
yes, ma'am.
Atoms make molecules and molecules make compound. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are
Yes, ma'am.
also solid, liquid, gases, all this matters. Even we are matter, isn't it? Even we are matter, humans, everything is made up of molecules. So the smallest unit of matter are the molecules. You understood now? And how molecules are made up of beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Molecules are made up of atoms. This also we know.
Yes,
Yes. So the atoms from different elements, that means it may be gold, it may be silver, it may be carbon, it may be oxygen, it may be chlorine, bromine, nitrogen. Do you get me? Hydrogen. All these are elements. When they combine, join together in groups, what we get? We get molecules. What we get, beta? Molecules. For
molecule.
example, NaCl. This is one element, this is second element, this is a molecule. You got it? What is this? Table salt. The salt that we are having, that we are eating every day is NaCl. Now, NaCl is one atom, one element, Cl is another element. It combines together to form a molecule. Is it clear? Now, this is a compound actually. NaCl is a compound, but that becomes one molecule of NaCl. Similarly, we have water, H2O. Two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen makes one compound, that is water, that is one molecule of water. Are you understanding what I'm saying, Beta?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
It's clear now? Element, atoms, compound, molecule. Is it clear?
yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
repeat with me. Element, say element,
Element,
atoms.
element, atoms.
That is clear? That is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And say compound, molecule. Say
Compound
Compound
molecule.
molecule.
understood now? Whatever I'm showing you on the slide
Yes.
is all
Yes,
compound. Is it all compound? And that means they are molecules. What are they?
Yes, ma'am. Molecules.
You should understand this better. Otherwise, everywhere it will be hodgepodge. You will be always confused. You getting my point? How we are segregating element atoms and compound molecules. Easy? This is how you have to learn. Okay? Okay, is
Yes.
it clear? Is it clear? Is this slide clear to all of you?
Clear.
So this is how the molecules, this one single, for example, I'll show you. This one single is an atom. Okay, beta? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
One
ma'am.
ma'am.
single red ball is an atom. So all, see, these are what are these? Now, I'll tell you one by one. Let's take one here. What are these? These are bonds. They are attached to it. Is it clear? They are attached to it. So these are
Yes.
how they are attached by bonds. So what one? This is one. This is two. This is three. This is four. It becomes one compound. Is it clear? Because it is a
Yes,
collection of
ma'am.
so many atoms. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So this is a what is happening here? These are the compounds, or there are many molecules. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, how molecules came into existence? That we'll see. Read better.
Molecules content. History. The first molecules formed about 3,000 years after the
It's not 3,000.
Big
300,000, beta.
Yes,
300.
300,000 years after the Big Bang, or just under 15 billion years ago. They were the smallest kind of molecule, two hydrogen atoms joined together. As time went on and supernovas from exploding stars shoot out
Short.
different kinds of atoms,
Please, beta, put
different
off
kinds
your mic. Please put off your mic. Take care, beta. If someone is reading, except the person who is reading, others' mic should be muted. Thank you. Then,
uh, different kinds of atoms, different kinds of molecules formed and floated around in space because most of the atoms in space were hydrogen atoms. Many of these molecules combined hydrogen with another kind of atom. So, hydrogen combined with oxygen to make water molecules. Hydrogen combined with carbon to make hydrocarbons, what living things are built out of.
thank you. So, this is something new that you will understand today. Now, the first molecules formed that they were saying is about 300,000 years ago. Now, what is the Big Bang theory? How universe came to existence? You know that after Big Bang theory, there was an explosion in the space, and out of the
Yes,
explosion,
ma'am.
I hope you know that the solar
Good.
system formed. We got a star as sun, then all planets formed, all satellites formed. I hope you understand. This is a Big Bang theory.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
life came into existence is a Big Bang theory. Or maybe it is just less than 50 billion years ago. Now, smallest kind of molecule, that means what? Two hydrogen atoms joined together. That was the smallest molecule. What was the
Yes,
smallest molecule, beta? Hydrogen plus hydrogen becomes H2. So this is one
H2O.
atom. No, no, it is only hydrogen, not H2O. I'm not saying compound. I'm saying hydrogen atom plus hydrogen atom makes one molecule of H2. That's the smallest molecule of anything. That is hydrogen. And
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should know that sun is made up of hydrogen gas. You should know that. All the stars are made up of hydrogen gas. Okay? So these two hydrogen atoms they are joined together and we get H2 as a molecule. Then time passed by. Okay, and this also know you may be knowing supernovas. The stars when they shoot, when they explode. Okay, so they develop or they spread out different kinds of atoms from them, and from atoms different kinds of molecules are formed, and that they remain floating in the space. Is it clear? You know that they remain floating in the space.
Yes.
Now, maximum atoms are hydrogen atoms in the space. So they combine with another kind of atom. Hydrogen is already there, but another atom they will combine with. For example, oxygen combined with water to make water molecules, not water, sorry, oxygen combined with hydrogen and they make water molecules. So that's the first thing that formed was the water molecule. Is it clear? Now,
Yes.
compound form, that was the water molecule. Second was that hydrogen combined with carbon, which is present in the space, to make hydrocarbon. And this hydrocarbon, we are made up of hydrocarbon is just what? Hydrogen and carbon. So our body is made up of hydrogen and carbon. There is another group which is known as oxygen because our body needs oxygen as well. I hope you know that. So hydrocarbon group is having hydrogen and carbon along with oxygen. Is this much clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This is all about the history, how molecules came into existence. Okay, beta? See how the hydrocarbons look like. These are carbon
Yes.
atoms and it is circled by all hydrogen atoms. It forms, and how this hydrogen molecule has been formed from the hydrogen atom. So this one is one atom, this is second atom, they're attached by the bond to form one molecule
Molecule.
of hydrogen. One molecule of hydrogen. Is this clear? One
Yes,
atom
ma'am.
of
Yes,
hydrogen
ma'am.
combines with the second atom of hydrogen to, and they form a bond in between because they attach to each other to form one molecule of H2. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now we come to atoms.
Ma'am, can I read?
Okay, beta? Who was reading earlier?
And Sakib.
Sakib. You read nicely, beta.
Atoms. Atoms are the basic building blocks of matter that make up everyday object. Is the smallest component of an element having the chemical properties of the element. There are over 100 different kinds of atoms. By combining these atoms in different ways, we can make anything in the universe. The particles smaller than atom are called subatomic particles.
Sub. What it is? Read it again. Subatom.
Subatomic particles.
Now, what is atom? It is a building block. Like how we are making a building of what, beta? How do we make building? With the help of bricks, isn't it? How do we make buildings? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
How do we make buildings, beta? With the help of bricks. So what I will say, bricks are the building blocks, isn't it? What I will say, bricks are the building blocks. You agree? Same way, atoms are the building blocks of matter. So solid is made, liquid, gaseous, human beings, all are made by the atoms. So atoms make the states of matter. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, these are the smallest component of an element, right? Even if I say hydrogen is atom, for example, I take hydrogen as an atom. Hydrogen is element as well. What do you say? Hydrogen is element.
Yes, ma'am.
It is also atom. Yes. Say it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying? Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Now it has got its own chemical properties. That also you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the same as oxygen properties?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the same? Hydrogen and oxygen are the same.
No,
No.
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Understand what I'm asking you, beta? That is what I'm
Yes.
saying. Every element has got its own unique, typical, peculiar chemical properties. Do you know that?
Yes,
They
ma'am.
are different. They are different altogether. So how many types of atoms are there? More than 100 different kinds of atoms are
100.
present. Now we will combine all these atoms in different ways so we can make anything in the universe. That means we can keep on doing research and we can develop rather different types of molecules out of the atoms.
Yes.
Also, now you will come to know that atom can also be divided. Why subatomic particles written? That atom can be further divided to get subatomic particles. This is the first time that indication has been given that yes, earlier what we had learned that atom is indivisible. Remember?
Mol yes.
Remember? Now what is written over here? Subatomic particles. That means I have to divide these atoms to get the subatomic particles. Understood better? So atoms can be divided. Now what information we are getting here in this slide? That yes, there is a way or there is a possibility that we can divide the atoms to get subatomic particles. Am I clear?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. Again, we'll do that. Atoms. Read better.
The building blocks of an ant hill are small sand particles. Also, bricks are the building blocks of a building. Similarly, atoms are the building blocks of matter. Atoms are indivisible particles
Please put
that
off a
cannot.
mic. Is it a problem with your system, beta, Moinuddin?
No,
Can you
ma'am.
shift to other place otherwise? If it's coming from the background, then please change your place.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
continue. Continue.
Atoms are indivisible particles that cannot be destroyed or created by any chemical means. According to Dalton's atomic theory, all matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. This would mean that a
A
rod
rod of iron.
of iron
Correct.
is made up of millions of atoms of iron, size of an atom. Atoms are very small in size. They are not visible even under a powerful optical microscope. The size of an atom is indicated by the radius of the atom called the atomic radius. It is often expressed in nanometers. So,
Now you can see this is the size of an atom. 10 raised to power minus 9 meter. Nanometer. What is 1 nanometer? Because this is the size of the atom is measured in nanometers. It's so small. Okay. Now you must have seen ant hills, isn't it? So how this ant hill has been made? By small sand particles. Same way, bricks are the building blocks of any uh, building. So same way, atoms are the building blocks of matter, that is solid, liquid, gases. We know that atoms are not divided. It cannot be divided. That means we cannot destroy it or we cannot create it by any means. Dalton's atomic theory suggests that all matter are made up of small particles which are known as atoms. For example, let's take a rod of iron. That suggests that millions of atoms of iron are present in that rod of iron. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about the size of the atom. As we know, it's very tiny, it's very small in size, not visible even under optical microscope. That's the finest microscope that one can ever use. Even with that optical microscope, you cannot see atom. How can you actually measure the size of the atom? By getting to know the atomic radius. You know what is radius? From the center, this is the atomic
Yes,
radius.
ma'am. From the center
It
point of
is
a circle to its
exactly.
surface.
And this is measured in nanometer. How this radius is measured, beta? in
in
nanometer.
nanometer.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, better start.
Atoms cannot be seen with naked eyes.
Naked
However, the
eyes.
usage naked eyes. However, the usage of modern techniques has
Beta,
enabled us
it
to
is
see.
your, there's disturbance in your background. Moinuddin, just check better. Or you can shift to another room if possible. Yes, continue. Continue, Moinuddin.
Atoms cannot be seen with naked eyes. However, the usage of modern techniques has enabled us to see the surface of atom. The magnified image of the surface of silicon atoms is shown in the following figure.
We cannot see with naked eyes. We already know that because very, very tiny. Even with microscope, it is not possible. But there are certain modern techniques that has allowed us to see the surface of the atoms. Now this has been magnified many a times of silicon atoms. Now you can see over here, this is how it looks like. It's just the surface structure of silicon atoms. Can you see this? This is how it looks like. Okay? This is the image that's been taken. Yes, read better.
Hydrogen atom is the smallest of all atoms. The given table lists the atomic radii of some element.
Okay. Radii. Well, how we will pronounce this? Radii. It is the plural of radius. Right, beta?
Yes, yes.
It's the plural of radius. Fine. So if I ask you, which is the smallest atom, what will you answer, beta?
Hydrogen atom.
What is the smallest atom?
Hydrogen,
Hydrogen atom. Right? You can see over here, the smallest atom is hydrogen 0.037.
hydrogen,
More than that is nitrogen 0.074. More than that is
and
iron 0.156.
iron.
So, yeah. So this is in nanometers. Always remember, all the radius is in nanometers. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Problem.
This will keep it for tomorrow. This is a totally
Yes, ma'am.
different topic. So far, whatever I taught you today, is there any difficulty?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Huh? Is there any difficulty, beta?
No,
No, ma'am,
ma'am.
no.
And just one request, ki whenever you can hear me, I want at least one of you will answer.
Okay,
Because,
ma'am.
5-10 minutes are just passing by. I cannot afford to waste that much of time in each and every lecture. See, I have to take dua, I have to explain the thoughts, and then on top of that, when I keep on asking for certain answers of yours or your response of yours, I'm not getting it on time. So today is the last time that I'm asking you, beta. Don't do like this. It's not good at all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? If you can hear me,
Yes.
respond me quickly. Why I
Ma'am.
keep on saying hello? Because I do not know whether you are able to hear me or not.